According to the 2012 Environmental Protection Agency website report, Americans generated about 251 million tons of trash. That's equivalent to 4,837 Titanic ships filled with trash each year. Americans recycled and composited almost 87 million tons of material, which equals to 34.5% recycling rate compared to 75% that could be recycled. With a population of 319 million people in 2014, the U.S. generated 4.5 pounds of trash per person every day of the week. Mitch Hedlund stated during his September 12, 2014 radio interview with Recycle Across America, individuals are spending 75% of their time trying to figure out recycling, and the complaint that they were sharing with me was that consumers kept throwing trash in the recycling bin and throwing recycling in the trash bin. As I stood there, I too have these moments. I'm Crystal Whitcomb, and today I would like to provide a solution and persuade you that recycling can be done effectively, differently, conveniently, and with less cost by standardized labels. In 2014, according to Recycle Across America's standardization recycling labels document, the top 10 reasons for standardized labels are: people are looking for effective labels, inconsistent labels cause confusion. Confusion causes low capture rates and contamination. Haulers are burdened. Manufacturers are burdened. Growing recycling even when expansion isn't possible. Reducing expense. Unnecessary time wasted trying to figure out what recycling even is. End results: quality of label materials and use of national standardized labels will certainly simplify the act of recycling and help expedite environmental progress. Knowing the effects of waste on the environment and the fact that more recycling can and should be done is precisely why a new solution needs to be applied to the ongoing problem. At the current rate of waste accumulation, it is apparent our current system is ineffective and could be improved with a different approach. One that could be more accepted by people, being simpler through the use of standardized labeling. I discussed how much waste we produce, but where does that waste come from? The Recycling Across America 2014 document titled Standardized Recycling Labels listed sources of waste. Humans toss 2.4 million pounds of plastic that pollute the world's oceans every hour. Americans use 1 million plastic cups on airline flights in the U.S. every 6 hours. Americans use 2 million plastic beverage bottles every 5 minutes. The number of plastic water bottles discarded in the U.S. every week could circle the earth 5 times. Americans use 60,000 plastic bags every 5 seconds, which equals more than 1 billion annually. Plastic bags result in 30,000 tons of landfill waste annually in the U.S. Every 3 months, Americans throw away enough aluminum in landfills to build our nation's entire commercial air fleet. Americans throw away enough office paper each year to build a 12-foot high wall from Seattle to New York, a new wall every year. So the next question that comes to mind is, what can be done to improve the mindset of recycling and increase participation in recycling? There are a couple of different things that can be done to make this difference. Public education of the problem and the importance and the sustainability of the Earth's environment, because it's not like we can go, someplace else. Standardized labels universally, like these in front of me, you can just order them online and put them, they're stickers, and they can have whatever products you want on that sticker. They make them in many combinations, not just these 4 listed. These are just examples. And it makes things easier for you visually to put your products in, so it won't go in the landfill and you're recycling effectively. I have discussed where waste comes from and a possible solution. Now I want to discuss how standardized labeling can positively affect our current rate of recycling and improve our success of recycling as a society. There are 2 principles that can make a difference: public education on the impact of waste and pollution control, and implementing a standardized labeling system to make the process of recycling easier for the general population. There is data to support the effectiveness of cost savings of standardized labels for recycling. The landmark studio and design document on 31st January 2002 reported that Veola, which is the world's largest hauler for trash and recycling, learned that for many Fortune 500 accounts demonstrated a 50% in recyclables collected. George Mason University increased recoverable material by 30% and saved the university approximately $3,000 in landfill-related fees, and the San Diego Unified School District is projected to save over $200,000 a year. Recycling may not be a controversial topic such as abortion, gun control, or capital punishment, but it is a topic that affects every living creature on the planet and is vital to our existence in a world of pollution and waste that grows daily. By adopting and implementing a universal procedure such as standardized labels for recyclables, we can positively affect and protect the future's Earth's health, provide a cleaner environment for future generations, and impact the prolonged existence of mankind. The statement in the Recycle Across America Standardized Recycling Labels article in 2014 speaks volumes. The simple solution of standardized labels have been fully vetted by global innovators for the public, and it has been deemed a world-changing solution. This solution can be referred to by the New York Times as one of the most important environmental fixes taking root today. This plainly simple solution can bring profound systematic changes to the environment, the economy, to manufacturing, and can begin to reduce the amount of waste entering the waterways, oceans, and ingested by sea life and water life. The only way to prevent trash from entering the oceans and waterways is to make the materials valuable. And the only way to make the materials valuable is to teach society why it's important to recycle right and to make it easy for them to do so. Thank you.